Here are 5 key takeaways from the 2025 Ryder Cup. Number 1, Luke Donald might just be the best Ryder Cup captain of all time. No stone unturned. The way he's brought, the same effectively 11 players together, obviously with a swap of the Højgaard brothers, but the way he has brought them together to play on 2 very different golf courses, very much in front of 2 different crowds, has been nothing short of amazing. I also think his picking of vice captains has been superb. He's had former winning captains of the Ryder Cup on there as well. And people like statistician Edoardo Molinari, who has brought the teams together and picked the pairings absolutely perfectly to suit each golf course. Number 2 would be that Keegan Bradley just got it wrong. Unfortunately, pairings like this one on the first day and then to send them back out again on the second day, when all things, including the data, said that that was the weakest pairing they could have and that it just wasn't going to be a strong pairing around Bethpage Black, I think just proved that unfortunately he went with heart over head and maybe wasn't listening to the right people who, a bit like Edoardo Molinari, would have surely told him that this pairing just statistically wasn't going to play well around Bethpage Black. They need to go back to the drawing board about who they have as their vice captains and what kind of stats they're using to pick their pairings. Number 3 would be the golf course, Bethpage Black, and also the way it was set up. By making the fairways wider and taking the rough down, I think ultimately they were trying to make it very scoreable, and they might think that Team USA might have a few more birdies in them and that might sway the matches, but ultimately I think it also played into the hands of the Europeans as well, and it took the teeth out of the golf course a little bit. I actually think it would have played better if they'd actually had the rough up a little bit and it would have become more strategic throughout the week. It might have actually helped players like Scotty Scheffler, who teed to green is probably the best in the world right now. But I don't think they did. I don't think they got the golf course set up correctly, and ultimately I don't think the fan base did them any favours as well. Talking about the fans, I think unfortunately they just got it wrong here. They overstepped the mark over and over again. I'm not sure chanting in the middle of people's backswings and shouting, I don't think there's any real position for that in golf, and especially at this sort of level as well. If you're going to do it, you've got to do it both ways, and I don't expect European crowds to do it in Ireland when the Team USA come over next time. It's just not golf, guys. And the final point 5, is that it's not over until it's over. The US team proved that and played obviously very well on the final day. Bit of professional pride kicking in, and it could have ultimately gone the way of the Team USA if a few putts at the back hadn't have gone in. Really interesting finish to it, and it just proves that it doesn't matter how big the lead is going into the final day, there is always a chance when you've got 12 single points on the board. Ultimately, absolutely loved the Ryder Cup as always. Well done to Team Europe, and we look forward to welcoming Team USA in 2027.